Well, good news, we have resumed those orders coming to you overseas. COVID-19 meant that we couldn't fly them out to you, but of course that has changed. But something I do need to let you know is that sadly we've had to increase that post and packing per item. So it's gone up to $12.95, unfortunately. But good news, Freedom membership has remained the same at $19.99. What that means is you can place an order as often as you like during that calendar month. You could even place an order every single day, and there's no minimum and no maximum to those orders either. So it gives you the opportunity to take advantage of all those fabulous deals, those wonderful opportunities that we bring you here at Hochanda, now shipping again to you out in America. So take advantage of that. Make sure you become a Freedom member though. Take advantage of that saving.
Come and celebrate Mama Make's 3rd anniversary with us this Wednesday at 7 p.m. Dreaming of a crafty world, Dorothy and Wasabi slumber. Hochanda's 5th birthday will be a time of wonder. Zuri, LeBlanche and Olin create. Wow and Rowan-Dean is going to be great. Sentimentally yours, Clarity and John Next Door. Pink Frog and Daisy Chain. Who could ask for more? We'll credit your account with £5 to spend. 7 days of celebrations. The fun will never end. One-day specials with all of your favourite guests, all at a socially respectful distance from the Wicked Witch of the Haley West. From fabric to paper, to glitter and pencils, pens and stamps, inks and stencils. Join us in August, nowhere will be grander. Happy 5th birthday. There's no place like Hochanda.
Hi, my name is Catherine Sturrock and I work in collaboration with FMM. FMM creates some wonderful cake decorating cutters. We've brought them to Hochanda and used them with air dry clay to create some beautiful flowers, leaves and other florals. We use them then to decorate various products such as laser cut designs, mixed media, card making and many other items. So join me on Hochanda and let me guide you through the process of putting together various flowers such as roses, peonies and lots more besides.
Hi, I'm Barbara Gray from Clarity Stamp here in the UK. Teamwork makes the dream work, and at Clarity we are designers and manufacturers of, dare I say, beautiful, top quality and award-winning craft products. We are home to the very first, the original transparent art stamp. We hand make them here in Kent, and our talented illustrators are always coming up with new original concepts and wonderful artwork. In addition, we design and manufacture top quality stencils and masks. In fact, we also make precision cut reusable masks for our stamps. Since January 2017, we are also the new owners of Pergamano International, bringing together a wonderful blend of old and new parchment art. We are so fortunate to be able to showcase our newest and best products here on Hochanda and to be able to demonstrate our art ideas to you, our Hochanda friends. So if you would like to learn more about Clarity stamping, stencil work, parchment art, both groovy and traditional, please join us, myself and the Clarity team, here on Hochanda for ideas and inspiration.
Hello, good morning. We've got a fantastic show for you because we have some absolutely delectable kits for you that are just beautiful. Of course, I've got to introduce our lovely Jo. Good morning, Jo.
Good morning. Good morning.
Aren't we sprightly? We'll
Yes,
crash
we are.
later, won't we?
Yes.
Yeah. I like that.
At midday, when my second show finishes, it'll be like,
Yeah. But we're fine for now, which is really, really good.
Yeah.
So basically, we have got some kits from Craft O'Clock. We love this company. Now, have a little look at this beautiful first option. They produce the most beautiful papers, a cardstock. We've got some, like chipboard pieces on here, elements.
Yeah.
Beautiful, aren't they?
they are. They really are. Such an admired company, Craft O'Clock. Relatively new in the grand scheme of crafting companies.
Yeah.
Scrapbooking primarily, but of course, you know, we get 12 by 12, 6 by 6s and all the embellishments, and we use them for all sorts of things, which you will see as we're going along, I'm sure. But yes, these are completely brand new collections to us here.
Yeah.
So they are, of course, being distributed by Laura from That's Crafty.
Okay.
So no delayed dispatch on these. So when you get your orders in, you should have them really quickly.
Nice stuff. Now, these are double-sided, and can I just say, they're a really good weight of cardstock as well.
250 GSM.
Nice.
They are acid and lignin free, so of course they are 100% safe for doing your scrapbooking on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and you can see they're just adorable, aren't they?
Beautiful. So this option that you're looking at is the Hello Beauty. So you can see there's like bits of script in the background. It's like a beautiful distressed look, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I do know exactly. If you notice also, there's got some stitching elements just dotted in and out there. And I'm loving this sheet.
The elements.
The elements sheet, which of course you get. And the colours that are so vibrant.
Yes.
They go so well. But that sheet does actually work with all of the collections, in my opinion.
It does indeed. So you've got your 12 by 12. So this will run as a theme throughout these next 3 options, just so you know. So you've got your 12 by 12, then you go for your beautiful, oh my gosh, you've got tags as well.
Yes. So nothing's wasted with Craft O'Clock, because always with their front covers, they always put some bits and bobs at the back so that you can make the most out of them.
Look at those colours. So this
Aren't
is
they
obviously
gorgeous?
your 6 by 6. So all of those, you see they've got postage
I know.
marks. It's sort of, it takes you back in time, doesn't it?
It does. It's so very nostalgic, but also very, very pretty.
Absolutely.
Very pretty. I think, obviously, the first thing that does jump into everybody's mind are weddings, anniversaries, any celebrations like that, because I think they do really lend themselves. But I just think that they're just beautiful for doing in so many projects.
Absolutely. And then we've also got these little...
I love these.
Yeah, and they pop out so easily, don't they?
They do, yes. So you've also got several, as you can see there, some of the frames, you've got, they're actually double cut. So you've got the outer edge and then the inner edge. So, of course, you could use those separately together, offset them, all different things. But, yes, these are cardboard. So, you know, these are extremely strong, very magnificent for your journaling, of course.
Beautiful. And I've still not finished
Oh,
here.
no.
We got the junk journal extras. Oh, right.
Yes.
So can we make things from
Yes,
this?
you can. So, and you will see as you go along on each collection, the team have done an amazing job, and thank you so much. You can see here all the elements there that you could use in your journaling, and some fantastic examples that I'm sure you'll show in a minute. These are the pockets, of course.
Amazing.
But don't look at them. If you don't do journaling, you don't do junk journaling or anything like that, or anything like mixed media, this is not, don't be put off. These are corners that you could use on cards.
Yes.
And scrapbooking, of course. But
Let's
look at
have a look
that.
then.
Jill has made this.
Oh,
And
my word. Look at
I
this.
I know, it's beautiful, isn't it? She's made it from, so it's a mount board. So she's used all the pockets, she's used all the tags. All she's needed to do is add, obviously, the base of the book. So if you have a journal, obviously you could use that, but if not, use mount board. Use a good strong hole cutter, and then, of course, your rings. And then add just inks around the edges if you wish. But you know, it's beautiful, isn't it?
It is stunning. What a beautiful
Yes.
piece of artwork.
Isn't it?
Yeah, the design team are amazing. They are actually, we're running your names at the bottom of the screen because, like you said, we want you to get recognition.
Yes, we do. I do believe that I feel that That's Crafty design team is the best.
Hey!
And they're amazing. They always come up with some just tremendous work. And yeah, so this is this is another hot dog jar.
I love this.
I don't eat these hot dogs. I would like to point out I have acquired these jars. This is my last one, I have to say though, so I do need to get some more. Debbie, if you're watching.
I love
So
that.
you can see there, I've just really combined lots of the different
Yeah.
papers and a vase.
It's beautiful, beautiful. So for this option, £22.49, 718135. Now under the same item number, we move over to the Warm Breeze. So you get the idea now. What you're getting in this is the you've got your element sheets, you've got your 12 by 12, you've got your 6 by 6, you've got those lovely little chipboard cutouts, and the junk journal extras. So let's have a look at. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Look at this. Oh, we're talking cocktails, I
Oh,
see.
yes, we are. So it's very summery. You've got that fantastic holiday theme going through if you wish to use it for maybe a journal, a memory book, scrapbooking obviously really lends itself to a scrapbook.
Nice.
A theme here for a summer wedding,
Yes.
summer events. I know
Yeah.
this year hasn't been terribly successful for
No.
events, but you know,
We'll get there.
We've got collections of photographs I am sure that you would like to make into a memory book, but also you need to look at these for card making as well,
Oh,
because
totally.
of course 12 by 12, cut them into 4. Look at that.
Oh, sorry,
I
there
think
you go.
that's actually one of my favourite pieces on this collection.
It is
Isn't
beautiful.
it pretty?
It's really
Yeah,
pretty.
12 by 12 you see, cut into 4, you've got 4 6 by 6s.
Absolutely.
So you've got a lot going on here.
Stern in.
Yes,
Look at this.
beautiful.
Oh, I feel like I'm on holiday already.
I know.
It's
It is
beautiful.
really lovely, isn't it?
You got a wreath there. How good is that for your scrapbooking and whatnot? I think, are we back to the beginning? I think we are. Those are the element sheets. Then again, we've got our 6 by 6. Hang on. Oh, it opens this way. I keep forgetting.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
unusual, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Opening to the side. So there you go. You can see you've got all of those beautiful images in 6 by 6 format. I really like this. Look at this. Beautiful. And the colourways are exquisite, aren't they?
Oh, they are. So what you've got here is really beautiful, soft, pastel-y palette, but you've also got some vibrancy added in, which I think really makes it. You've got all that dimension going
You
on,
have.
haven't you?
You have indeed. And then again, we've got our lovely chipboardy sheets.
And aren't they just pretty? Oh, they're just stunning, aren't they?
They are, look, and they'll pop out like a dream. So look at all of that with those lovely cocktails and whatnot. So nice. And then we go on to our junk journal bits. So for your pocket, see the thing is, Jo, so I don't do scrapbooking, but what I do is gift box making.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
So these would just be perfect for those as well. So even though they're called obviously junk journal elements or pieces to use, you can see there it's so very obvious that you could use every single bit
Yes.
that you can see in card making, box making. You've
Yeah.
got obviously this, you can see there you've got the journal, actually the tabs in there, which is fantastic, and you'll see
Yes.
one of Rachel's beautiful pieces using all of these. But yeah,
Absolutely
and then
stunning.
of course you've got the words. Now
Oh,
you
yes.
will notice on one side it is actually in Polish, but on the other it's in English. Okay.
So good to point out as well that
Yes.
this is double-sided.
Yes, yeah. Because of course Crafty Clock are a Polish company and they do distribute all over the world. All right, so they of course have given us the option to
Yeah.
have both languages.
Lovely. And then again, I have got some samples for you. Hang on a second.
So these have Rachel.
amazing.
I know, aren't they beautiful? Rachel has made this absolutely beautiful journal.
Amazing.
And from scratch, obviously, you know, she's used her own, she's made the journal as well. You can see
Wow.
there, I know, it's just exquisite.
Losing the papers. That is
And everything in there. All she's added there is a couple of brads, a little bit of twine, maybe a little bit of inking on the edges if you so wish. You don't need to do that. And you can see that is just spectacular, isn't it?
It's so stunning, using all the papers. I love how much dimension she's given to it, actually.
Yes.
Because, especially at the front, she's really... Can you see?
Isn't it beautiful?
That?
Yeah,
Look
it's
at that.
gorgeous, isn't it?
Beautiful. And then we've got another one here. Hang on a second. There we go. So following through with our... we've got hot air balloons.
I know.
We've got cocktails and we've got ice cream. I mean,
it's everything about the summer, isn't it?
It is.
Because we see hot air balloons, you know, people going on these lovely hot air balloon trips, and it's just all synonymous with the summer, of course.
Do you know there was actually a festival, but I can't remember where it was. It was literally the other day with hot air balloons.
Oh, wow.
That was taking off, and obviously, so they were asking people to watch from home.
Yes.
If you know what I mean. But there was sorry, wrong way, there you go. There was where was it? If you know, this is on a postcard, I'll pop it on Facebook. But yeah, there's a big festival going on. But that's so nice it could still take place.
Yes, I think so. But slowly we are, you know, starting to do a little bit more, aren't we?
Excellent. Okay, so again, under the same item number, so that one was Warm Breeze. And then we have got our Summer Charm. So I'll start whizzing through a little quicker.
So this is more, so the previous set is very colourful, and you've got all the fun elements like your ice creams and everything. This is very summery, but you've got a very vintage sort of watercolour sort of idea going through this one. You've got a lot of texture, a lot of dimension. This is actually, I don't think I've got a favourite, but I know that I would use this an awful lot.
Yeah, this one's really nice.
Yeah.
Look at this. Like you said, it's a real watercolour feel.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, totally. I can really see that.
It's quite faded in areas, but then more of the elements pop out. Yeah, I just love it.
Beautiful. And then we're coming to your element sheet. Look at that
and look
one.
at all of those.
Oh,
it's tremendous.
There's scenes. Look, we've got wellies with flowers in. I mean, that is just stunning. So that's that one. And then we have our 6x6. So it's the same images, but just... Yeah.
All the same images of the 12x12s, but they've been actually took down to make the 6x6s. So you've got that choice in each of the kits to either use your 12x12 on your project or your 6x6.
And then we have got, here we are, junk journal pieces.
Yeah.
Let's see what we can make with this one. Lovely.
So you've got tabs, you've got all you've got tags, you've got your little pockets there.
Very nice.
You'll see a lot of these featuring that gorgeous exploding box that Shelley's made.
Oh, I must show this.
Yeah.
Where was your exploding? Oh, it's,
it's on there.
Oh, right, fine. I was like, I must show this. I must show this. This is my favourite, Jay. Only just by a smidge, because they're all beautiful.
It's a difficult one. Then look at the elements again. These are the cardboard again. They're just gorgeous, aren't they?
Absolutely beautiful.
And when we say cardboard, they are actually, they've got that beautiful like satin finish now. Let's a drum roll.
Are we ready? Holly's on it.
Oh.
Ta-da! Hang on then. And look at the elements in here.
The detail is amazing, isn't it?
I must make an exploding box. I've never made one. I must make
Do you know,
one.
they're very... I'm doing one in my 11 o'clock show.
Good, we're together. Excellent.
Yes.
So that is an amazing sample. Look at that.
And very, very apt at the moment, this is.
Look at this.
Yeah. And bookmarks. These are so clever. So Shelley's used the circle cardboard pieces to actually make the bookmarks, which I thought was very clever.
Very clever. And here's our last but not least is absolutely beautiful. Right, so for each option then, £22.49. Item number is, you can see there because I can't see it. This is my answer. What was that? 718135. Thank you very much, our Charlotte. Right, so you're getting the idea. There's still more. We've got some other options for you that again have your 12x12s. Your, I mean, this is quite moody actually. Yes. Oh, what's the dude called? That's the dude. You know, that's
the dude.
Oh, what's he called? Oh, not Da Vinci. There's a name for it. Anyway, this dude here.
Yeah.
You'll so know at home. I can't believe what they just said in my ear. It's not Jesus.
Which one? Which? Come on, own up.
She said, "Don't say my name." Right, that's just really
We've
cracked me up.
eliminated that it's a female.
That's so funny. But have a little look at these elements.
Yeah.
Again, you've got the same type of option. This one's quite moody. I like this one a lot.
Yes, the word serenity comes to mind.
Yes.
On this collection.
Look at that.
Yes. Yeah.
It's beautiful. Look at this. And so again, you've got your 12 by 12, your 6 by 6, your elements. So what I'm going to do is have a look through the 6 by 6, just because I know we're running out of time here. And then maybe later I'll have a more detailed look at these, because we've had a detailed look at the others, if you know what I mean. But just to give you an idea of what you're getting, oh gosh, how do you choose,
So
Jo?
Liz has been doing some amazing samples for these, and I'm sure later when we come back we can have a little look there behind.
Definitely.
And again, just beautiful. They're quite masculine in places as well.
Actually, I agree
Quite
there.
a masculine feel in places, although you have got that lovely feel with the florals, but they're more of a silhouettes, aren't they?
Yes, I agree.
I do think if you were looking for more of a masculine feel, you've definitely got it with these.
Definitely. And then very quickly, I just want to show you this page.
I know.
That is awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, and
Look
if you
at
turn
that.
it round, there's another one on the back. I don't know how I would choose that one, I've got to say.
Amazing. So that's one option. What was that one called?
That's the
Beauty.
Restless.
Oh, it's called Restless. Okay.
Sorry?
Yeah.
Is
and
that
then-
right?
Yeah, Beauty Restless. That's it. And then we've got the Faded Memories. So again, I'll have a little flick through this one. So I mean, look at the doors you've got here. Look at these. These are amazing. And there's some element sheets behind as well. Look at that with the keys.
And there's a fantastic clock you could use for a mixed media piece on a 12 by 12 there.
Where am I looking?
Just behind
Oh,
the one that you've just
yes.
picked. That one. That would be the most exquisite 12 by 12 mixed media canvas base.
This is beautiful. So this one's called Faded Memories. Again, I'll have a quick flick through. Oh, Jo, I
So-
really can't decide now.
I know. And again, you've very, very different. Again, you've got quite... Again, a little bit of a masculine feel if you want it to go in that direction. Very woodland, wildlife type, autumnal colours, I think, moving more into sort of September, October time.
Yeah.
With those beautiful greens and ambers and oranges, really lovely.
This could go a
Very
bit
different.
steampunk, actually.
It
Both could, I think,
both
of these
those
options.
could definitely go steampunk.
Absolutely
Yes,
stunning. And
yeah.
again, you'll get your junk journal bits.
You
You'll
will.
get your, can you see here, you've got your lovely cut-out chipboard pieces. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ta-da! Look at this, Jo did this. Look how amazing that is. Look at all the butterflies in there. This is just too cool, Jo. Did it take you a long time?
No, the principle of the boxes are very simple.
Yeah.
And once you've got everything cut, it's the sort of mixing and matching and getting your pages all together. And then the decorating, of course, is the fun
Real
element.
bit.
Matting and layering. Yes, I love making them. I haven't done one for a long time.
Yeah.
And actually, Shelley and I obviously were great minds thinking alike, because I didn't realise that Shelley was doing one. So, yeah, it's great fun.
Now, I will make sure that I show more samples later, because again, I'm aware of the time. Right, so £24 and £24 and 49 pence for each option. So you've got your Beauty Restless and your Faded Memories, and it's 660956. This company, I just think, is cracking.
The prices are just amazing for what you're getting.
Yeah.
For that price is tremendous.
Now we're showing you a few more things. In fact, if I may turn it that way, we've got the rice papers, which are stunning quality, and of course these will go.
They do.
Yeah.
So what you will notice is they will go with all the collections. Quite a few of the designs have been taken off some of the paper pieces as well, and yes, they will go. There is no question. if you are wanting to follow through with different mixed medias, then this is just tremendous. I think that one alone, I wouldn't want to do a great deal with it apart from put it on a canvas.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's so beautiful.
Or a lovely box.
Or
There
a
you go.
box.
Yes. So if you want these, £14.95. You've got 5 rice papers. And your item number is 026312. And then, right, so
Wow.
we need to
Now-
talk about this, yes?
Yes, we do need to talk about this. Now, these are called, on the screen there, Decorative Tracing Paper Collection. Never in a month of Sundays are these tracing paper.
Yes,
They are
I agree.
not tracing paper. This is a parchment paper. This is only my opinion, okay?
Yeah,
You
but
will
I agree with
see,
your opinion.
honestly, these are, if you folded, if you scored that in half, not that you would, that would stand up as a card base.
Yeah.
It's that good. Now, I have some samples when you come towards me at the demo area, Alex, that you can have a little look at to see what
Okay.
I've done. And I have coloured these, I have picot cut them, I've embossed onto them as well, using my embossing tools. All of my parchment techniques I have used on these papers. This would be my buy of today.
Oh, really?
If there was only one thing that you could purchase,
Yeah.
it would be these, in my opinion.
There you go, and they're a great
Yeah.
price, just £9.99, 176016. Right, without further ado, in
No
fact, Joe,
problem.
do you want to show those
I
samples at
certainly
your demo
can, my
area?
love.
Yeah,
Yes, I'll do
lovely.
them before we do anything else. And so what I will do is I'll just show the two that I was just talking about here. If I put them on here, that's fantastic. Thank you, Holly. So you can see here. This piece here and this piece here, and I've got another piece here which I'm going to be using in my second demonstration this morning. That's just one piece of A4. Okay, just one piece of A4, and depending on how you cut it, will get you 3 DL size cards. Now what I've done here is very quickly show you, because obviously get back onto the demo, but I've coloured these. I'm going to be doing this in my demo, the second one, so with polychroma pencils, but of course you can use all sorts. I've also picot cut them out. The dimension in these, look, this is how strong the parchment is.
That is cool.
It really is beautiful to use. And then all I've done, but as matted and layered them with a little bit. I don't do glitter card very often, Alex, but I just thought that really lent itself to this one look.
Nice.
Because of course underneath you can see, and yeah, absolutely amazing. Now I would like to just bring this one in because what Rachel has done here. Let me just check. It is Rachel. Yes, thank you. She's actually used alcohol inks on the back of the clocks there, so that's another way of colouring. And we've got this lovely one from Jane. As you can see here, she's cut them out and used them.
You can see the thickness of them.
You can see, but look at this one.
Oh, it's stunning.
This is actually one from Shelley, and you can see she's used it as a window there. This is one of the pieces that I think is just exquisite. It really is. And then, of course, you've got the birds of prey there that she's actually cut out. But you can... Look,
do you know, it looks like an old photograph.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you can hear how strong... There's no way that's tracing paper. I'm sorry, but there you go. Right, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to do something on this same wavelength as the decorative vase, because as you know, I like to recycle things and I like to do different things with them, and I haven't done any covered bits and pieces with paper for a little while with like this sort of thing, but I think they make really terrific gifts. You have the enjoyment of actually making them in the first place, and then of course gifting them, of course, is so lovely. I have gone ahead and just put, I've got some just some decorative twine. Have a look on the website. I'm sure there's some bits and pieces, or you've got some in your stash, or you could even use string. A string would be lovely with this. It's the Hello Beauty collection, so you've got those really lovely vintage colours that just ordinary twine and string would go really well. Or if you really wanted to, of course, you can jazz it up a little bit more by having some of this. I think they call it baker's twine, I think. That's what they call it, don't they? Now,
Baker. He's our director. It's
I know.
Baker.
It's named after Baker. So this one actually is a recycled candle, a very famous brand. And,
I know which one.
Yep. Actually, I had to thank our Kate for this one. So basically, what I do is when it comes right to the end, of course you can't. It only goes so far, doesn't it? A little tip for you: just to put a little bit of hot water in the bottom, and it loosens up any of the excess, just a little bits of the wax at the bottom. So then you can use it again, which is obviously what we want. Now, this is actually one of the 12 by 12s. It doesn't quite fit, which was very annoying. So, and that's not a problem, because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put that there. I'm just going to take another piece, which obviously they all go really beautiful together, and I'm going to stick that underneath.
That's what I do when I'm wrapping boxes and I've accidentally cut it too short, the wrapping paper.
Yeah. I think we've all done that, haven't we? Right, so I'm using my That's Crafty multi-purpose glue because it works really, really well on the glass. So just choose wherever you want it to go. Let me just turn it this way, that's better. There we go. Just pop that onto the front. Just so that, so you could use your scraps for this particular bit as well. If you've got a little bit of scrap that you want to use. Let me just wipe my fingers on there. Right, so just pasting that. Now, I do think also this sort of thing would look tremendous on tables for occasions.
Yeah.
You know, so the obvious, of course, is weddings, but you've got anniversaries, christenings, all that sort of thing. And this particular collection, I think, really is lends itself to that. So I'm now using some the red liner tape just on the bottom of this piece that I've cut already, and just on the top, and a little bit going up the sides.
Yeah.
But this paper would look amazing on some boxes. You know the LeBlanc boxes that we have here?
Yeah.
They would look. This all the collections would look amazing, because of course you will keep those boxes, won't you? For storage and memory boxes and memory books. Right, so I'm just going to take off the top, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do. Right, so this is going to obviously be the front where I've put the extra piece, and then if we just lay that down, no, actually I think the best thing would be to do it. Pop it, stand your actual vessel, whatever you're using, up, and then pop your piece of paper actually flush with the table or your mat, and then that automatically gives you your base.
Nice.
So you don't have to worry about whether it's too big, too long, or whatever. Now, this is what I just adore about all of these collections. That's just not quite. Let me just take that back to level that off. What I love about it is whatever piece you take from the collection, it's going to go well, because that's how it's been done. That's how it's been designed. So when I just roll this back like so, you can see you've got that beautiful coordinating paper on the reverse. So you don't have to think, oh, well, I'll pick that paper because it's got this, or I can't pick that paper because it hasn't. It's all been so well thought out for you. Now what I want to do is,
I love that. It looks like a blouse.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you can see how good the papers are, of course, because they really they're standing out, no problem at all. I just like that piece. I'm going to add a little bit of something on there in a second. But what I want to do is, I just want to distress this edge. You don't have to do this if it's not your thing.
I think it works.
I think it works well.
Yeah.
I think it goes with the whole idea, the whole theme. And also, what you can do once you've distressed it, you see, you can then slightly tear it. Now, another way of doing this if it's not going where you want it to go, very, very lightly spray it with some water.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and it will give you that little bit of bend, a little bit more edge. This is going absolutely fine. I don't need to, but if it was quite a tighter circle that you're going around, just give it a little bit of a spray, very lightly, and it will soften the actual fibres in the paper. So just holding that back there. So you can see now that's really quite lovely there, isn't it? Now you can see
really
that.
Pretty.
That's actually, I'm happy with that. If you wanted to at this stage, you can add some inks around those edges, inks around the bottoms. Of course, distress ink would look terrific on there as well. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to put this band around the edge. I'm just going to use my glue for this because it's nice and quick. And this again is a lovely contrasting band to go round. So I'm just going to pop it down like so and bring it round. So again, you don't have to worry about whether it matches, whether it doesn't. Of course, if it's a smaller jar, of course you can use your 6x6s.
Yeah, of course.
You don't have to use your 12x12s. But wouldn't this be lovely if you made something like this, very affordable project, and then give this with a matching card to a friend.
See, I like matching things.
I do.
I like my underwear.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's true. Now, what we're going to do is, this is actually one of the elements from the sheet. Let me see if I can grab this one that I used. Excuse my back for a second. No, I can't get my hand on it. I will as soon as I'm not looking for it. It's a whole sheet. It's the cutout sheet for the junk journal pieces. Now you'll see I've chose this because it's got these lovely locks, fasteners on there. But I want to do a little bit more to that because I think it's quite nice to add a little bit more detail. So I'm just going to take my crocodile here. Of course, you can just use an ordinary hole punch. You don't need to use one of these. And there you go. Just put the holes. So it looks as if you've gone in to the actual holes, and then pop some coordinating ribbon through. Of course, you could use the twine if you wanted. I felt that it was a little bit thin for what I wanted to do. So there we go. Just pop in that ribbon through there. And then I'm just going to cross it over. Now, if it was a little bit broader, I'll just bring this one in. I've actually managed to do 3.
Oh, that looks so cool.
Yeah, so
it's like a corset.
Yeah, that's right. It just completely sprung to mind that this needed something like this, because the element that I like to have a little look through all the pages and see what springs to mind. And then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to bring this back up to the top. Of course, it's nice organza ribbon, so you've got that flexibility. And then, of course, if you wanted to, you could tie it in a little knot or a bow. And you could pick all sorts of colours coming out of this collection. You've got peaches, you've got greens, obviously you've got that lovely vintage brown. So can you imagine this being on top of a hat box and make it into a memory box? It would be just lovely, wouldn't it? Really like the idea.
Beautiful.
There we go. So just knot that with a little bit of a bow. You take a bit more time. Tidy the ends up, and then that can then be popped on top of there. I'm just going to put it on with a little bit of a red tape, and then we've just got a few bits just to add to the opening at the top.
It's a beautiful gift.
I've prepped.
This also would look really nice. You know, you're talking about occasions, centerpieces on tables. And,
yeah, I really do think it's just a nice little idea, isn't it? But and I know I say this a lot, but you get the pleasure out of actually making it, and then the person gets the pleasure out of receiving it.
Absolutely.
And I think it's just such a fantastic thing to be able to do crafting, isn't it? Now I'm going to pop it on the top there, just over the top, like so. I think, is that Is that about right? Yeah, that's about right.
Looks good to
So
me.
then you've got, it continues round, but it continues round with obviously the same colours and
Yeah.
everything. Now, what I'll do is, when you're on the catch-up bit, I'll just pop the ribbon around. You can see I've got some lovely cotton lace here that I've just put around just to finish those edges if you want to. But what I've also got is, and I've made these before time, obviously you don't need me to see this, but I've punched lots of flowers and made some flowers out of the papers, because they punch and die cut a treat. So either punch or die cut, whichever you're happy with. And what I've done is just several layers of the same paper, and then I've just put some stamens in the middle. Okay, and I've also got, so I'm going to just make a bit of an arrangement there. I've also got one of the chipboard elements. Now let's get the timing right.
Look at that, the
And I'm
timing right. Hey.
There, just pop that under there. I am going to put that on with some silicone, because I do feel that they are very, very strong.
I love those
So
chipboard
please just
elements.
they are
Yeah.
lovely, and they go such a long way, because you wouldn't use many at all. You know, you don't need to, maybe one or two at the very most on a project. Just tuck in the flowers, and of course they all go in
Yeah.
really well, they all match really well.
So did you make the flowers?
I did, I made
Yeah.
the flowers, yeah, I made the flowers out of the papers.
Cool.
So you can see, so then everything goes really lovely together. Yeah, I just did those beforehand, because they take a bit of time up, don't they? So if you just arrange them as you wish. And then of course I've got a bit of one of the tags from the Junk Journal Elements, and we'll just pop that just behind. So you've got a little bit of dimension going on at the top, and I've put a little bit of that twine in as well. So once those set off, so there you go. So it's obviously you take a bit more time in doing everything.
Oh, don't worry.
And making sure it's all settled down and what have you. But yeah, it's a lovely project to have a go with. Very affordable, because
Definitely.
of course the paper, you've got all the papers there, you've got all the elements there that I've used. All I've added is a little bit of twine, and of course your glues and a little bit of tape. So there we go. So you could use that, you could use it as a, I mean, you could use it on your craft desk, couldn't you? You
That's
could put-
too pretty to stick your scissors
It is
in.
actually too pretty to stick your scissors in.
I
It's
want to
much-
put some luxurious
some-
chocolates or
I
something
would,
in
yeah,
there.
I would think some nice flowers would be lovely. wouldn't
That would.
it?
Oh no, that's a nice idea.
Yeah.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Thank you,
So
lovely
there
Jo.
we go. Thank you.
So I'm going to do a very quick recap. Right, so this is the one that's currently in the lead, which is the one that Jo's been using. This is the Hello Beauty. I mean, don't even waste the cover of your 12 by 12s. You know, it's just too fantastic. Oh, of course,
You've got-
the tags. Thank you
yeah.
for pointing that out. Get your crocodile clip on
Yeah,
there.
absolutely.
Cut them out, beautiful. So look at these colourways. You've got pinks and greens, but it's very soft. There's a real romantic feel to this particular one, in my opinion. You've got some gorgeous script in the background, fantastic colours, but just check this out. You've got little postage signs. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pieces of artwork that are in here. Again, you've got those gorgeous flowers. I think they're roses. And look at that. I mean, how wonderful. Not just for your scrapbooking, but just chop them up for your cards, for your gift boxes. You can make gift boxes out of this, because you can feel, well, you can't feel, but I can feel how thick it is. You've got your element sheets. I mean, how beautiful are these with our butterflies? They're stunning, aren't they? Then you have got your 6 by 6. It's all in the same pack. So you've got your tags. It's so pretty. So they're the same designs, just popped into 6 by 6 form. Like so. I mean, just look at that green. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. It's like a postcard with roses on. It's just beautiful. So you can see these wonderful designs like so. And then we have also got the lovely, and as Jo said, don't worry, on the one side, yes, it's in a different language, but on the other side, we've got that. We've got, you know, you've got it in English. Passion, hope, journal, live, hello, beauty, awesome. And then you can make, you've got your little pockets, your little tags. And as I said at the start of the show, I would use them onto your cards as well. Beautiful. I love this. So much going on. And then, as if that wasn't enough, you've also got your lovely chipboard pieces. I've just left them in the packet because they pop out so easily. Otherwise, they'd be on the floor. There you go. Beautiful. So that is Hello Beauty. You've also got the other options. So we've got Warm Breeze. And then we've also got, oh, we're just flicking through, here you go. So you can see there is a warmth to it, isn't there? Lovely peaches and yellows. So it says holiday, it says tropical. It said, to be honest, last week when I was back at home, because it was so wonderful and warm, I was on Brighton Beach, socially distanced, of course, with a cocktail. And this takes me there, because, you know. So this next one then is Summer Charm. So again, have a little look through the colours. This, to me, is almost an in-between set of colours between the first one and the second one. There is still a warmth to it, as you can see. Look at that, beautiful. And there's a watercolour sort of feel to it, which is really, really pretty. £22.49 for those. Now, whoa, oh gosh, this pod moved really quick then. Okay, we've got two options here. Now, I didn't really have a good flick through these ones because of time. So let's have a look. So this first one is called Beauty Restless. So here are your element sheets. How cool are they? Love these. And then you've also got in your 12 by 12s your cardstock. Look at this. It's this one's quite moody, but moody in a good way. I love moody in a good way. Sets the atmosphere, that's what I think. Look at those beautiful colours. It's cool, isn't it? Now, with these two options that you're going to see, I definitely think you could use them in a steampunk way, if that's your thing. But you can still also pretty them up. There's not a problem with that. So there we go. So that's our 12 by 12 with your elements. I'll put this back in a minute. And then you've got your 6 by 6 again with that lovely distressed look. Of course, you're getting a couple of sheets of each, which is marvellous. So have a little look at these. Beautiful. Very nice. I'll again sort that out in a minute. Then you have got your junk journal-y bits. Hang on. Totally wrecking the pack shot. Totally wrecking it. But have a little look here. So you've got the word, so you've got show. Oh, I like that. Show what you've got. There you go. Show what you've got. Make a first step. Have a break. Aim high. Success is for the determined. So you've got all those lovely sheets of your junk journal bits and bobs. Look at that, and they're fab. Oh, look at this with the keys and whatnot. Lovely. Nice. And then back to the beginning. And then, of course, don't forget, you've got your little chipboardy sheet here. I won't pick that one up, I'll do it in a minute. There you go. If I turn it, you're on it? Yay, Holly's on it. Look at that. I love the colours. Is it, Vitruvian Man. Is that the one? Is that the word? Vitruvian Man. Could somebody please have a look at a search engine? Producer's just said, how do I spell this? Right, so that's your one option. It is him. Right, good. Not Jesus. The voices in my head are saying it definitely wasn't me that suggested this. Look at these samples though, aren't they amazing? A certain someone is saying their name's Emily. There we go. Look at these. Aren't they fab? And they've got the little tabs in here. Beautiful. Because we have to show the samples because they're just too cool. And then one more. I have one more. Look at this. Ah, stunning. Absolutely stunning. Look at that. And then the next one is the Faded Memories. Here we go. So we've got our element sheets with the door. See, these two go together brilliantly, don't they, Jo?
Yes, they do. I think you could easily mix and match those two collections.
I love the oldie worldy keys.
Yeah, really. And that, I haven't used that, I've got to say, but I will be doing.
Are you stroking it? Is that why?
Well, I've had an idea that I want to do with it.
Oh, really?
And I think it might pop up on a canvas using my rich products, my rich craft products. So
nice. But again, look at these colourways. It's that sort of when things have got old, but old in a good way.
Yeah, architectural, isn't it?
Nice.
It's very,
That's a nice way to describe it.
But I do think both those two collections really lend themselves to more masculine.
Yeah.
As well as, obviously, steampunk.
Because I love that.
Yeah, yeah.
So you'll get the same designs in your 6x6. You can see the lovely chipboard elements here. And then I'll have a flick through for you the junk journal bitties.
And there's a lot in that pack as well, isn't there?
A lot.
I just find that there's just incredible value for everything that you get in each of the sets.
Yeah. But quality is not
no,
lost.
never ever. It's never ever lost from Craft O'Clock. No question at all. Polish craft companies are exceptionally good when it comes to the quality.
I agree.
Of not just their designing, but also of all the paper, the feel of it, the quality. Oh, it's lovely.
Yeah.
It really is. I do believe that's one of Jane's, isn't it? Is it one of Jane's? Yes.
Oh, where?
Yes.
Yes,
Jane's,
it is, sorry.
yes. So Jane has been using this collection. So you can see here, isn't that gorgeous?
It's that whole every single piece
really
is just beautiful.
Tremendous. Yeah.
Hang on a second. There we go. Look at this.
Yes. I know.
That is amazing.
The
Absolutely
detail
stunning.
that's in there. And also, we do also have on the show some of the crafty board from That's Crafty.
Okay.
So have a little look on the website if you don't mind me saying that. And
No,
the
not at
clock
all.
on the background there is actually one of those. So you will have seen, we've had them before, but it went so well with all these collections that Laura added it onto the show.
Amazing.
So
there you go. £24.49 for either of those options. So you've got your Beauty Restless and your Faded Memories, 660956. Now, we've also got the rice papers. Have a little look at those. They are £14.95. Butterflies, monochrome, butterflies, birds, dragonflies and arch. 026312. And then we've got some tracing. Well, we're not calling it this, are we, Jo?
No, we're not.
It says on
We're
the thing.
refusing.
Yes, we're going to call it parchment. Just papers, but in parchment form. £9.99, and they are beautiful. 176016. Lovely. Do give us a call, 01733 602000, or have a look at our website at hochanda.com. These are absolutely exquisite collections. They really are. Jo, so we don't have too long.
Right,
about 7
no
minutes.
problem. That's not a problem. Now, before I actually do anything else, could I just mention...
Of course, you can do whatever you like.
That's Crafty have a Facebook page, That's Crafty Creatives.
Right.
And what we've started to do is to actually do... yesterday I did a video. I've got to say it was in 2 parts because I had a bit of a mare with my phone storage, but that's another story. So you'll have to look at both bits to look at it all together. But what I've do is I'm trying to go through all the samples individually so everybody can see them in detail. So it's on the Facebook page.
Good.
That's Crafty Creative. Join. They've got some incredible bits and pieces on there. Design team, projects, blog posts, competitions, all sorts of things. So well worth having a little look.
Nice.
Now, what I'm going to do is I'm using the tracing, decorative tracing paper, which isn't tracing paper at all. So you can see here what I've done. I brought these two back in that we showed you at the top of the show. Yeah. Because I wanted to show this is just one, how it comes out. If you can imagine this, that piece, and that piece is just one A4 piece. So you get so much. This is what I wanted to really, really emphasise because they are such good value for money and so craftable. Now, if you are a parchment crafter, obviously you do have your tools and various things. Yep. If you're not a parchment crafter, you don't do groovy or anything like that, it's not a problem, because all you need to do is basically cut it out, obviously with your trimmer or whatever you use, and then just colour it in. You don't need to do any of the cutting. I've done the cutting because I think it enhanced it, and it showed you how excellent the actual parchment is.
Yeah.
So I've done the cutting previously, because I know obviously it's not something that you want to be to look at. Now let me just grab my scissors. I think I've just missed a tiny bit there. Just bear with me.
That's all right.
There we go. Now, so you can see there, what I've done is I've actually cut around the wing and then that little piece there, because I'm going to put, it's Warm Breeze, the selection of papers that I'm actually using.
Okay.
So I've got a piece of the Warm Breeze, and I'm going to pop it underneath. I've chosen this one because look how that just comes through the parchment.
Nice.
It looks like a watermark, doesn't it, on the actual parchment. But by cutting this piece out and having a little bit of a border around, you're also getting the colour coming through. Obviously, depending on what colour that you put underneath the parchment, so if I put that onto black, it still looks lovely.
It does?
But it does, but obviously it looks even nicer
Looks
if I put
prettier
it.
then.
It does, yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a little bit of colour. I've got my Faber-Castells, but you could use all sorts of things, whatever you've got in your stash. If you're using felt tips or that sort of thing, I would massively recommend you use it from the back, okay, because it will be too strong from the front. Alcohol inks, like Rachel did, from the back would look absolutely fantastic. Obviously, any sorts of colours, watercolours, I think that this would definitely take a little amount of water.
Yeah.
I wouldn't soak it, but if you wanted to blend them out, obviously that would be ideal. The other thing is, if you've got a blending tool, of course, if you do a little bit parchment, you've got a blending tool. These are fantastic as well for blending out your colours. Okay, so I'm not going to be too fussy with it, but I do want to just show you how easy it is just to add some of the colours. Now, I'm just going with the flow of the pattern. They've done all the work for you, basically. They've actually done it all, because if you have a look,
Yeah.
all I'm doing is just taking my pencils and just flicking and adding different colours. I've taken the colour theme, I've actually taken from these flowers.
Oh, nice.
That I've already cut out, and these are from the Warm Breeze collection as well, so they all go really well together. So of course with Faber-Castells, of course, you can add on there a wax-based crayon, so oil.
Gosh, that looks so effective.
It's so quickly. So
Yeah.
honestly, those two cards that I made that I showed you, that I prepped before, it really was so quick. This is why I really wanted to get over the fact that the parchment is such a fantastic buy. It really is, because and please discount the fact that yes, I do some parchment. That discount that. It's not just because I can I'm able to do this that I'm making it look easy. It's really all I'm doing is colouring in, which is very nice for this time of morning.
It's very relaxing.
It's very relaxing. I like a bit of colouring in. So just taking it different, just putting your strokes in where you want. You take more time. I think that ought to be the motto for demonstrators. Obviously, you take...
I know, because we've only got a minute.
Oh, no, don't worry. So what I'll do, I'll leave that. But the other thing that I do need to point out is it obviously Pico cuts extremely well. So let me just show you here. If you see here, you can hear it's fantastic quality. It's not tearing. It's giving you that beautiful finished edge look.
Cool, you're good at that.
I've been doing it a little while now. So what I would do is I would just matte and layer that, a little bit of black, because the black makes it pop from the colour there.
Yeah.
And then lay my flowers just on the top.
Pretty.
And just so you're not spoiling the parchment, you're still getting that lovely feeling at the the music notes coming through. And there you go. So
Stunning,
you can then
Jo.
add a little bit of shading, obviously blend it in a little
Yeah.
bit. Some gems on there, like I did on some little pearls on the butterflies there. If you want to add one of the sentiments, of course, which is in one of the sets, take one of those and mat it onto. You could really go to town with this.
Thank you so much,
It's my
Jo.
pleasure.
Brilliant. We're going to be back together at
We
11
are.
o'clock, so make sure you stay tuned. Thank you, Jo.
Bye.
Coming up next, we have got Introducing Pretty Gets Gritty, followed by iCraft, and then we have another introduction of Signet Yarns.
Did you know you can watch Hochanda 24 hours a day, 7 days a week using the Hochanda app on your Amazon Fire Stick for free? Just like your smartphone accesses an app store to add new applications, your Amazon Fire Stick accesses the Amazon App Store to add new applications. By downloading the Hochanda app, you'll be able to access your favourite craft channel on your TV anytime you want to watch. Here's how to do it. Simply turn on your TV and connect your Amazon Fire Stick. If this is your first time using the device, follow the on-screen instructions to connect to the internet and log into your Amazon account. Once set up, you'll need to open the search bar. To do so, simply use your remote circular directional dial to scroll to the search icon and select it. Now simply type Hochanda into the search bar and this will take you to the Hochanda app. All you need to do now is select download, and remember, it's free. Once this is added to your Fire Stick, you can move the app for easy access. Press and hold your home button on any app and then select apps from the menu that appears. Scroll down to the Hochanda app and press the button with the 3 horizontal lines on your remote and select Move to Front. And that's it! You can now watch, purchase and catch up with your favourite shows 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on your TV whenever you feel crafty.
Hi, I'm Andy from Picture This. I've been a painter all my life. Picture This was actually formed on the back of a throwaway remark from one of my art students. This has developed my drawings into a series of photopolymer stamps, clear stamps for the crafting community and the crafting industry. The stamps are all hand-drawn by me, they're made in the UK, most important to us at Picture This, and we have so much more to bring. Our shows on Hochanda, we hope to make them informative, amusing obviously, entertaining, but mainly it's about bringing the creative spirit to you. Make sure you tune in and watch the Picture This shows on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Bev. Hi, I'm Sam, and we're from Be Crafty. Be Crafty is a family-run company. Sam is my sister, and we love bringing brand new products to Hochanda. We manufacture and design all our own ranges of stamps, inkables, MDF, lots and lots of inspiration that we love to bring and share with you. If you tune in to Hochanda to join us, you'll see that mine and Bev's style are totally different. But what that does is it brings you lots of styles and techniques that you can include in your crafting too. Our ranges are increasing all the time with the lovely hand-drawn images that Sam and myself are trying to bring to you, plus the fantastic new designs that we like to bring in the inkables, in the dinkables and the MDF as well, so you can use them across all different sorts of crafts and bring the best we can to Hochanda too. So make sure you don't miss the Be Crafty shows on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Pete from Artisan Design. We're a family-run company from the Midlands, and we have been going for around about a year now. We design handcrafted stamps, stencils and designer papers. Personally, I love crafts, and I've loved crafts from childhood, right from when I first won an art competition when I was 5 years old. I love to inspire, and what my aim is to get the crafters to see their own potential. I like them to be in charge of their own creativity. What I hope is that our images provide the kickstart to your mojo and help you create your own works of art. Tune into Hochanda, be part of the artisan design world, and come and join me on this creative path.
Hello, very good Monday morning to you. I'm very excited this morning to see our gorgeous Lynette back with us with Pretty Gets Gritty. Good morning, Lynette.
Good morning.
Good morning, my darling. You had a fantastic launch last night.
Oh, it was incredible. I couldn't believe it.
It's so good to have you back.
Oh,
it's so good to have you back.
It's amazing to be back.
And now, there's a lot of people out there who may not know you, Lynette. So tell us a little bit about yourself and Pretty Gets Gritty, because these are your designs, yeah?
Well, predominantly, I am a mum of 6.
You can't be. You look far too glamorous. 6?
6.
That's not normal. 6?
You're right, that is not normal.
Sorry,
but I'm not.
Did I say that out
I'm
loud?
not normal
Sorry.
either. Definitely not normal. So yes, I am a mum of 6, and also I have Pretty Gets Gritty, which I own and design for. Yeah. And it's been a whirlwind couple of months, getting everything ready to come back here. And I'm just so pleased to be here.
My gosh, you're like the bionic woman. 6 children and then her own business. I feel so slovenly and useless next year. This is amazing. Well, it's just gorgeous to have you here. So let's crack on and talk about your beautiful designs. Now, we've got here the one-day special, which consists of 23 stamps in total, and they're all A6, and you've got 8. Tell me about these then, Lynette.
So these are what I call foreground and background stamps. So you're getting your 4 collage style stamps, and they're just so usable, so workable. You can pick out elements and colour them. They work for masculine and feminine cards. They work for art journaling, even frameable art for your walls. You can throw mediums at them, you know, highlight with the Get Crackled gels in certain areas. Just there's something to have fun with.
And you said, so they've got the background, and you mentioned the
foreground.
Foreground
so
one. So
background.
Would you
so
say
those are the background?
These are the
stamps.
background ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these are little bits that I love to add in to give interest and dimension to a project.
Yeah. And then we've got.
And then you've got your focal point or your foreground stamps, which can be standalone, or you can pair them with the background stamps. You get some amazing effects.
Fantastic. £69.92 or on 2 flexi-buy payments of £34.96, 260110, saving £18. Okay, so just bear that in mind, because I'm going to come back to them and show all these beautiful samples, because I do want to mention Lynette's fantastic stencils and masks. Tell me about these.
Yeah, so you're getting 2 stencils, which are your pretty acoustic and pretty dashed at the bottom, and then you've got what I would call masks at the top. So you're getting the outer of the mask, and you're getting the inner, the cutout of the mask. So you can use them together. The top ones, the masks, so you can mask off even more of a greater area.
Right.
But then you've got the interior of the big mask, the surround, to work in as well.
Fantastic. It was great to have that combination there as well. What a brilliant price. £22.96, saving you £5, 253910. Now, I've just mentioned those because I want to mention all of them, actually, because we had a sellout last night on some other things coming up down the counter. So please, please, please shop ahead, just to give you the heads up. Now, because there is massive savings carrying forward when we get the complete collection comprising of both the masks and stencils and those beautiful, beautiful essential mixed media stamps. You are saving a further £13. So in total, from either collection, plus that saving, that's a total of £36. £79.88. We can split that into a flexi-buy payment for you as well, which is what most of our customers are doing anyway. 3 flexi-buy payments of £26.63. This is the 3rd show since the launch last night at 6, and over half the stock of the complete collection has actually gone. So that's amazing. People are loving your collection, Lynette.
And I'm so happy that they are.
So we've got some beautiful dies as well coming up, I know. So this one, what we've got going on here then? What are we using here, Lynette?
So that will be hopefully a demo I can fit in later. Ooh. So we've got an explosion powder on fabric background with some of the stamps and then some of the Get Crackled over the top, and using the die cut elements to add interest on the outside of the frame.
Yeah, shop ahead for those because we've got those on the show as well further down the counter. There's that fantastic stamp you were talking about. That,
so again, that's the Confusion stamp. We've got some of the papers in there and the die cuts.
Beautiful, and I love this because that fingerprint, you know, gives it that animal print as well because of the colourways you've chosen.
It does, yes.
Absolutely brilliant.
Our lovely Betsy made that one. And then again, we've used the big die, so that's been paper pieced from the dropouts from the big pretty fretwork die.
Oh, I love that fretwork die.
And then some of the stamped elements and the die cuts. But this is just loads and loads that you can do with this collection.
Gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. Another favourite of mine is the embroidered. You've embroidered here over the stamp.
It's part finished. I didn't get a chance to get it all done. But you can see what's going to sort of happen with it. There's a few French knots to go in there.
Oh, I love a French knot.
Yeah.
Oof. So 3 flexi-buy payments there, or you can go for the one-off payment for the complete collection of £79.88, 734832, and already we are approaching 60%. So yeah, we are loving your collection, Annette. I'm just going to move down now to the die collection that you mentioned.
Yeah.
So this is a big collection of dies, but they're so inventive, they're so useful, they're so creative. Talk to me about this die collection then, Annette.
Yeah, so this die collection is all sorts of like my favourite bits and pieces that I like to use in mixed media. So when you want something else, you want to add a bit of interest and something a little bit different. Die cut, lots of layers, layer those up together and you get chipboard shapes. Now, I'm always building dimensional projects in, you know, mixed media style with chipboard shapes. So I thought, well, why don't I do dies that I can do exactly the same with? And then you've got an endless supply. Once you've got the dies, you've got an endless supply of chipboard shapes.
Absolutely, and they're great shapes. I love them. They had such, like you said, depth and interest, and it's hard to choose which shapes to do. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? But feathers and bulbs and the steampunk.
That's it.
There's
a little bit of difference in all of them, but
love that.
I know some of the girls have cut felt in the journals. There's a journal behind there.
This one here.
No, this
one here.
Open one there. No, next to
this
you.
one, the great big one in
the
front
great
of me
big
here.
One.
Yeah,
so yes,
sorry, there's the
that's felt that's been cut out there. Emma's been cutting metal out with hers and putting them on projects.
Brilliant.
So they're
That's amazing.
They work across all sorts of different pieces.
Just showing some of these shapes that you've got here.
Yeah, they're really cute, aren't they?
Oh, I mean, gosh, I love them. That with the vellum and that fretwork die in the background is beautiful. And then look at this on the front of a journal. Isn't that gorgeous? Like you said, with the felt.
Yeah, the felt really gives another texture.
Fantastic. Some beautiful projects here. Aren't they gorgeous? Absolutely amazing. Yeah, fantastic. So a great set of dies there. I absolutely adore that fretwork die there as well. £79.95. Half the stock has gone, but we've also got a freedom discount on there, taking it down to £71.96, 639,903. You've got 54 dies in total and a saving of £25, which is absolutely superb. I'm going to mention the designer card and paper. Excuse me, I'm knocking everything down as per. Lou had it all set up beautifully for me, and I'll come along. I'm like a tornado. Right, yeah, now these sold out last night, just flag that up, but thank you, Lynette, because we've got them back on extended delivery. It's only 24 hours delay, so it's not much longer to wait in terms of dispatch, so dispatch will be tomorrow. £14.99. Now, you are getting the designer card and the papers, but you're also getting the tag template, which makes this fantastic large tag book. I'm just going to show you the template here and then show you the book.
It does, so you get all the pieces that makes this tag book, and you get the mat and the layers in there as well. So that is just showing your outer template. But then you get the mat and layers in there as well for you to make it really personalised.
Beautiful. And then these papers and this card, again, tying in with the whole collection as a whole, really.
They are. It works across the collection, but it's also a really good starting point for anyone that wants to get into mixed media and is dipping their toe and is like, oh, it's a little bit scary and it's a bit inky, but I love the look of it. These papers have already done most of the work for you. It's broken the page and it's taken some of that, you know,
Oh yeah, there's some here. Fiona, you're doing this. I've been very backward this morning. I'm very sorry, Lynette.
It's
Do you know
early,
what I mean?
and it's Monday.
Well, I came in this morning, I won't lie. I was confused as to what day it was. I asked Mr. Arlo on the desk. I said, what day is it, John? I was just like, it's one of those, isn't it? I didn't have a heavy weekend or anything like that. I don't know why that is. So sorry, that's a repeat there. But because you get these are the card, aren't they? And I like that fact that you've taken all the stress out of, you know, that starting point about how do you build that mixed media on your papers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And with the printed card, it is actually the mixed media card that I use in all my demonstrations. We've got the mixed media card on the show if you want that. But that is an amazing card, and you've already got images on there for you to colour with your watercolours or, you know, your alcohol pens, anything that you want to go in there with. But then you've got the beautiful coloured pages as well. Die cut them, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Collage them, rip them up, put them in your journals, use them as backing papers on cards, layer your stamps on top, spray onto them.
Fantastic. Beautiful. Fantastic collection. And this is why it sold out last night, Lynette. £14.99. Got it on extended, which is a one-day delayed dispatch. Already this morning, oh gosh, approaching 60, £14.99, 654 290. That card is absolutely beautiful. Let's go to the website so you can shop ahead for the fantastic acrylic photo frames. You've also got the gel medium paints on there. You've also got the gel crackled gels on there as well. You've also got the fantastic Pretty Gets Gritty gesso as well, which works beautiful with explosion powders, which are an end of call. Do have a look at those as well, because there's 12 stunning colours that I know Lynette's been using in her projects. So yeah, shop ahead, and I believe you're going to be using one of the clear frames in your first demonstration, is that right?
I am, yes. I have one of the acrylic blocks ready to go with.
Fantastic.
But first off, I just wanted to show the vase that I made last night with the Get Crackled gel. Now that has all completely crackled. Now if the camera can get in close there and pick that up, but it is a beautiful rainbow of colours, and the crackle on it is just amazing. You know, you can see the dimension of the texture, so it is a really good workable gel.
And was that just applied directly straight on?
Straight onto the glass, no prep, just make sure your glass is clean.
Gosh, because there's a beautiful vase at the end of the table.
Yeah,
there.
Charmaine did vase at the end, and I tried to recreate it, albeit a little bit smaller, last night. Charmaine's very, you know, go big or go home. She is. So, right, I've got one of the acrylic blocks here, and they do come in two pieces.
Right.
So you can use them separately, but then you can use them together. So I have a little photo here, and I'm going to pop that in. So we're going for a little bit of a crossover. It's a very modern looking frame, but we're going to put an old photo in. So I'm just going to trap my photo in there and hope it's sort of central, which it probably isn't, but I can take it apart and then I can put it back together. It's not, just because it's in there, it doesn't mean to say that it has to stay exactly there.
Because the corners have got little magnets in, haven't they?
They
That's why
have.
it clicks together.
They
I only
have.
know this because I got my child's school photos. And they charged the earth for the little acrylic block. I can't believe that price. 2 for £14.98.
Yeah.
Get them. I promise you. That's bargain.
So I am going to go on with the Pretty Dash stencil and some of the Spangle Get Crackled gel. So I've already got my photo in there, so I can see exactly where I'm working. And this is why I love these acrylic blocks, because I love working with the photos. You know, you've got those special photographs that you don't want to keep hidden in a box.
No.
You know, you want to get them out and you want to show them, you want to display them. This is a great way, and you can work with the photo already there, but it's protected.
Yes.
So you can layer on top of it. So let me just scrape that off the edge.
That looks
Pop
so good
this
already.
out of the way. It's a great stencil, and I just want to add a little bit around here. So, and just peter it off a little bit, just to get some continuity across that bottom. So we will carry on working on this. I would normally leave it to dry, but we don't have the liberty of doing that, do we? So we will go straight away on top. Let me just move this stencil. Right, and we're going to use some elements from the paper kit. So you do get these flower sheets in the paper kit. So you can cut out your flowers. Some of them I have just sprayed with water and given them a really good scrunch to get some dimension in there. And then others, I'm actually going to use my flower forming tool. So let's just have a look, and we'll add some ink in a minute. So it's a really good weight of paper. I just want to get in there and make our flowers. So I just really want to destroy the fibres, really, or work the fibres. That would be a nicer way of saying it. Just to get some dimension and to really give them an aged look. So just going in. It's something that loads of people have got, the flower forming tools to make your flowers, and it's one of those things that sometimes goes out of fashion. But I'd love to add paper flowers to my project. So it's 1, 2 and 3. So I'm not being gentle. These papers that are in the kit are really quite robust. So let's just form those up. And I've also die cut a couple of the moons out of the paper as well, and we have some of the gem kit. So to colour the gems, I just dropped alcohol ink onto these like jelly tot gems, and then I'm going to go in with one of my treasured collection Get Metalled paints, and I'm going to just apply straight on to the gems that are in the gem collection. There's no gesso on there. I'm just going to go straight on to there and just change the colour. So pop those out of the way to dry, because there's some that I did earlier. And now we're just going to build a little scene. Now I've got my Distress Oxide, because I just want to edge some of these flowers a little bit.
We've got that gem collection on the screen, $14.99, 448881.
There's some great gems in there, and it's things that I use all the time. It's just little bits and pieces that create an interest to your project.
I love the fact that you can colour them then with